Good afternoon, everybody, and we're now going to build some Marauder bombers. We have to say Marauder bombers at least 3 times, so we are now going to build Marauder bombers. But Aeronautica Imperialis, or Imperialis, I don't know how you pronounce it. Why isn't this on? Oh dear, we are not with it again, aren't we? Why isn't this charging? This should be charging. We have a problem. Why is the iPad not charging? Well, there we go. It's decided to charge now. Well, that was helpful. Anyway, let's begin. Marauder bomber. Stage 1. Glue a plastic square onto a bigger piece of plastic. Okay, let's put these other instruction manuals out of the way. Why is my glue so far away? Here's the 2 we just built, the 2 little Thunderbolt fighters. They were good fun, not going to deny it. Right, I don't think we need that sprue for a little while. We need A3, A4. Is this A then? Is this sprue A? I guess so. We obviously just need these big bits, don't we? Pretty sure. This knife is on the way out. Here's where we try not to gash our hands. If I snip there. I'm going to pull this knife apart in a minute because it is being a pain. Where are my nippers? There we go. Nip that off there. I've made a right meal of that. I haven't. This knife is now about to screwdriver. Oh bugger it! Just gonna have to do. I can't use that. I can't. Doing my head in. Not gonna work like that. Right, dig around in the box. There we go. What you all came to see, isn't it? Me pull a knife apart. Figure out why it's acting stupid. You've slipped out of your hole. It's better. There we go. It should work better. Aren't knives illegal? No, they're not illegal. It's illegal to run around on the street and stab someone with it. Hello there, how are you? How is everybody? Are we all happy? How is Luke? Sometimes Luke the dog is watching. Luke the dog still owes me ice cream, you know. I'm going to have to nip those bits off. These are big old sprue things on this one. It's like cutting a dog's toenails. These Marauder bombers. I keep getting that word in there, haven't you? Aeronautica Imperialis Marauder bomber. We've said it enough times now. Yeah, he stole me ice cream. Luke the dog stole my ice cream. Right. Is it 2? A4 and A2. Yeah. So there's one there. I'm going to assume there's another one over here. Yeah. And there's another 2 in the middle. One there. And one there. There we go, just clean those parts up. These sprue chunks are definitely bigger than what they were on the Thunderbolts. But there you go. It is what it is. Let's move them over to the side so I know which bits I've done and which bits I haven't. Luke the dog owes me ice cream. I can't remember why Luke the dog owes me ice cream. I just know that he does. This is probably the hardest bit I've had to remove so far. This little lump in the front of the nose without nipping into the other side. There we go. Did we get it? We pulled that off. Interesting little nub here on the front. I don't know what that's going to be for. Not seeing anything in the instructions coming up. I guess we'll find out at some point within the next couple of hours. That one done. One on the top. And that awkward one on the front there. There we go. It was that easy. The music in the background is nice. I think the background music is from like Commodore 64 games from the 1980s. Is it loud enough, or is it too quiet, or is it okay? I could probably turn it up. How is your cosplay outfit coming on? Have you started the next one yet? Where is Luke the dog? I keep calling him Luke the dog. Luke! Those little things were awkward. I don't even know what these are. Little vents. Started the next one. What is the next one going to be? 3 down. 4. Right. How do I do this? I get that part. Is that one? No. That's that side. So is this one of them? No, that's the same as that side. It's just going well. It's got to be that one. It can't not be that one. Correct. And now these things go in with the little flange sticking up, so it isn't that one. Hello, Mr. Brooks. How are you? I'm going to guess that go. Why does it say it goes in like that? That leaves a massive gap. That can't be right. Oh, it goes in like that. Okay, I am stupid. We'll wick that in there. I am stupid. The planes are going together quite well. They're good fun. We're on the bombers now. That goes in there like a so. Same with this one then, I'd imagine. That's upside down, so it can't be that one. That'll be that one. This is one of those awkward little builds. Little plastic bits that you need to drop in holes. Come on, get in. Here we go. How are you today? Did I just ask you that? I can't multitask. I'm like the world's worst multitasker. The epic days. The epic days were epic. Hello. So I try and do it with my finger and it just skates around everywhere. Pops about. It's not easy. It should just drop right in. No. There we go. Slide it to the front. I know, I'm terrible. Give that a poke with the old dirty fingernail. And the last one of the awkward bits. Slide him along. Drop him in the hole. He doesn't want to go in. Realise you put it in the hole upside down. Oh my god! Stop turning around! I'm going to throw this against the wall in a minute. Why did they make this awkward like this? Need like the world's smallest hands to do this. And the other bit's kind of dropped in. It's getting harder as I go. Okay, we've got it there. Just push it along slowly. And it drops in. There we go. I need some of those tweezers with like the long talons on the end. I have to take Luke out. See you later. Have a nice time with the dog. Luke the dog. Who knew that dogs watched YouTube? That's that bit done. We need A5 and A6, but we can put the holes together, but we'll do the other bits first. Let's put these big nippers away. And back. So we need these pieces here. Not sure what they are. They look like the bases, and these bits to go on the top, I believe. Yes. Okay, so that's all those bits cut off. Just clean them up. So these are the windows of the Marauder bombers. One bit done. Let's move those out of the way. They do seem to clean up nicely, which is good. Minimal mould lines and all that jazz. That's simple enough. Right, let's stick these hulls together. So I assume they go together. You've got a bit of muck in your nose. Take that out. These go together like so. Just check the fit. There's nothing there. So worry. There we go. That was easy. Still got that little nub there, and it's actually on show. I still would like to know what that nub is going to be for. But they go together quite easily so far, apart from that little vent thing. There was a little bugger. What have you missed? Nothing really. Not a lot, apart from we have a little nub there. I want to know what that's going to be for. I don't know if it's going to let me show you that nub. But I'm assuming it's going to be for something later on. Now we can stick the bottoms on. They just slap on. Yeah, your bottom just it slaps on so well I can't pull it off. Yeah, the tweezers have come in handy, but I do need some of those talon-like tweezers. The ones with the big grippy bits. I don't know what you call them. There's probably a correct term for them. They have like a 45-degree end. Poke that in there. And then realise you put it in back to front. That's that codeine. It does that. There we go. That's a better fit. A wicked pair. I am jealous of your tweezers. Tweezer jealousy. Is that a thing? That goes on there. Lovely. Almost looks like it was made to fit. It goes on there so well. I can't remember which bit was actually originally on there. Tweezer jealousy. Big problem in 2019. Here we go. Looks like a fish. What fish have you been looking at? Someone always says. Reminds me of a fish, alright? I don't know why. Glue squeezing out there. Two fish. Deep sea fish. What's next? A8 and A8. So it looks like we're building the engines. So are they all the 11s? 8s are one side, 11s, yeah, they're seeing all these engine pieces. Check I'm not doing any damage. I should do this the other way really so I can see what I'm doing. If I was a sensible man, I can't really smell it, to be honest. They're only sort of open. Just them off, and then we need the engines. Luckily, the engine. Oh, these look like they might be a bum to get off the off the sprue. We'll do the old parallel cutting technique. Cut them all one way, turn the sprue and cut them all the other way. Who knew Marauder bombers would have so many engines? Go. These are the sort of things that fall down under your chair to get lost. And then the Marauder bomber has no engines. Let's clean these bits up. Was there a... No, there wasn't. Okay, that's good. These come together really quickly, which I like. Wonder if we can get an infinity mirror effect going with that iPad over there. That would be weird. I don't want to blow the world up just yet. You missed the smallest engines ever on the Thunderbolts. They were tiny. You'll need the tweezers on standby. A magnifier. Do you have one of those head ones? I've never invested in one of them. I don't know if they'd make it weird to work with. Ah. I like the look of the ones where you wear it on your head. And it has like the strip. I don't know if they'd actually be detrimental. Ah, okay. I can see how that may be an issue. Yep. You can't wear them when you're asleep, though. I don't know what it was. That is a good point. I hadn't thought of that. So did you say you're getting yours on Wednesday? Right, we've got to stick these nozzles on. Are they sided? No, they're alright, they go on alright. No, it's not a leak. There we go, one pair of nozzles.
Hi.
I think I may have put a touch too much glue on that one. Squeeze it so it comes out the bottom. They'll never know. 3 nozzles done. There we go, all our nozzles are now assembled. Put them to one side. You're sticking to the table. How dare you? What's next? Okay, so we need the wings. Over there, put that in the to be cleaned up pile. Right, let's clean these little mofos up. That was easy. I do love a piece of plastic that cleans up easy with the minimum effort. I like to buy my kits early at release before the moulds have had a chance to deteriorate. The mould and flash lines are pretty damn good, to be fair. Very minimal flash lines, if at all. They've done that clever bit where they mould it along the flash line, if that makes sense. No nasty bits of flash, no weird bits. All good so far. It does make life a lot easier. Makes it more fun, doesn't it? Just smoother going together. No one wants to get the power tools out. Right, that's those wings done. And we also need the A10s. Something fell on the floor. I hope we don't need that. These Marauder sprues seem chunkier than the Thunderbolt sprues, I will say that. Nothing a good sharp knife won't sort out. Not a lot left on this sprue. Just a window and 2 halves of a turret. Beard dust. One of those. Another problem of 2019. The year of beard dust and tweezer jealousy. This is probably the worst bit of moulding I've seen so far on these engines. I have a funny feeling that they're going to get hidden. This is it. Hashtag my model problems. Big question is, how quick can I paint these? I don't think these are going to take long to paint at all, to be honest. Especially as they're Imperial rather than Space Marine, so if I'm painting something a bit dirty, it's always easier to paint. There we go. Right, let's see what happens next. So it looks like we stick the engine in the wing and then mount the other section. Let's do a little trial run. So we'll mount that in there. And then one of these. Can we do it the other way around? Because that would be easier. If we could stick the big bit on first. And then, yes we can. That will be easier. So we'll mount the bottom bit first. That's a snug fit. These are those nice snug fits where it doesn't even feel like it needs too much glue. This is it. Dry brush them up. I don't actually know how I'm going to paint these, to be honest. I think I will just base coat, do a lot of dry brushing, a few details at the end. It should be it. Okay, you want to go that side, don't you? Lovely. Might just wick them at the end. Actually, no, the front will do. They could be an evening job, you know. Just the dreaded washers will take forever to dry. We're getting there. Aha, the hair. Do you not find washers dry funny if you use a hairdryer? Seems to be something I encounter. Pop them in there. Bit of dust. Easy. Easy little wing there. The weird thing, are these out of scale? Because the bombers are almost the same size as the fighters. Or are just the bombers small or the fighters big? This is my next question. Literally throwing these together now. Ah, the cool button. That makes sense. Alright, those wings are done. On to the next phase. We are building hang on a minute. If you get 2 on a sprue, why is there only enough parts to build 1 turret? Are the rest of them on here? Yes, they are. That's interesting. Look at all this gump. Look how tiny those las cannons are. Oh my word. We won't be drilling those barrels. Right, so we need the window. The 2 sides of the gun. Ouch, my head. Mind the camera. And then we need the, so this sprue is now empty. Get rid of that. Straight in the bin. So now we want B14. That's him up there. Now these might want building separately if they're slightly different. And B12 and B13. Now this time they've decided to mount them with the barrel of the gun, and I disapprove of that. I do not like that. That's asking for a broken part. We'll slice through that. Nice sharp blade. We'll remedy that situation. But still a worry. There we go. So that's all we have left to stick on, whatever's on there. And I think half of that is optional. Let's glue one of these together and then do the other one. There we go. Tiny bit there. These are the smallest heavy bolters I've seen. Don't know if I can get that on camera. Tiny. The Marauder bomber comes with the smallest heavy bolters you've ever seen. Scratch your head. Right, so apparently you just stick that in the top and that's it, is it? There we go. And there's the female parts. Stick some in there. And voila! We have the world's tiniest gun turret. really is tiny. But also quite awesome. Look at that. That is teeny tiny. Now to build the other one. What's that? That must be the rear tail section. No, that might be the front section. Oh, okay. So all that worry I had earlier of wrecking that front, it all gets covered up because that isn't really the front. That's good. Where did I put the window? Over there. If I can drop the window in afterwards, that would be easier. Left a bit of sprue on that one. Amateur. Try something here. Can we just drop the window in afterwards? No, because we haven't cleaned it up, you dopey twit. I have to re-glue that now. Okay. Oh my word. Wrong way around. Or is it? No, I think that was right the first time. Typical, it goes everywhere you want, but where it's supposed to go. There you go. I don't think a young child could do this very well, you know. So small. Let me just clean those boller tips up. Yeah, they're not difficult, they're just fiddly. The kid is just going to cut all that off the sprue. Oh god, half my heavy bolter is still on the screw. Screw? I don't know why I keep calling them screws. B1, B2, where are you? Oh, that's those large pieces. Try to be careful getting these off. That was off. comes off. There we go. So what's the other bit? 3s and 4s. No, we better do the 1s and 2s first, and we'll do the 3s and 4s next. Here's one. Two. Three. There we go. Right. Stick those halves together. Nice easy fit. That is a really good fit. All wick down the inside of there. That'll dry off. Give me a head rush. There we go. Two front pieces. What's next? And then back pieces. Is that a front or a back? Must be the front. 3 and 4. That'll be these young men. Those two are a lot easier to cut than the other ones. Let's get these bits cleaned up. Why does it worry you? I've been doing it for years. It's been my go-to method. They're Alright, as long as your blade is nice and sharp, I find it cuts like a knife through butter. Or a hot knife through butter, I should say. I don't think I've ever used that phrase before. After these, I'm going to have another drink. And then, depending on time, I'll either have dinner and do the next lot, or do the next lot, then have new dinner. New dinner. Do the lot after that. And we will have everything built for this game in a day. It's working alright. I haven't had any personal injuries either. I think I might have had the odd finger gash. Nothing bad. As I cut my own throat. The worst one's when you like slice your nail into. Right, let's stick these two halves together. These two are the same. What we got here? That was easy. They went together very well. I do not know what a Swan Morton number 10 is. Sounds like something I need to know there. Oh God. It's just like, yeah. You know, where is this blood coming from? Oh, it's me. Okay, that's that bit done. Yeah, it starts super stinging afterwards, doesn't it? Right, I think we can stick... Oh my word, no, we've got to clean up all these other parts. I thought we were nearly done there, but we really are not. Let's put these wings out of the way. Let's put these aeroplanes out of the way. You thought you were done, but you really are not. You've still got to cut out about 16 different bits. I've got to do the tail and the other tail. So that'll be this. Tail, and then there's the big tail. Oh, there's a long piece. Very flimsy there. Try not to snap that as we go. Snap! No, not really. Snap and gash. Those well-known injuries. Everything else on there is already done. Oh, and then do we get options here? Heavy bolters or las cannons? Yeah. Well, I'm having las cannons. I'm not sticking heavy bolters on the nose if I can have las cannons. That sounds like a no-brainer. Especially when we're doing rule of cool. heavy bolters or las cannons. I'm going to put... I wonder what the price difference is. He's done. What have you got for dinner, my man? Well, that would be the ideal Halloween stream, wouldn't it? Or April the 1st. Oh, a roast dinner on a Sunday. We are getting to that point in the year where I fancy a roast dinner on a Sunday. Right, if we stick the nose and end pieces on first, and we'll stick the wings on. Is that the front or the back? The front has got the headlights. There we go. That sticks so well, you don't actually need glue. That sticks very well. There we go. That's slotted on there, lovely. Just wick in the bottom. Just in case one day someone says, how easy does the nose come off? Stick the nose on the other one. This is when I realised I've probably stuck the tail on the front. No, completely different. It's alright then. Oh, stuffing. Yum. Yorkshires, can't beat it. Roast dinners. Best dinners are roast dinners. There we go. So we'll just let that set up for a few minutes. Shut up! I hate that word. The rear is quite tight. It has got quite a tight rear, but not as tight as the front hole. Wick that in. That is meant to be a hole at the bottom, isn't it? Yeah. Roast dinners are the best dinners. I don't think anyone can argue with that. No sane man. We're getting a bit of length now. My original worries that these wouldn't look big enough to be bombers are being diminished. So there's two longer holes. We'll stick the wings on now. They definitely won't go on without glue because they just fall out. But they are a nice snug fit. What did she say? What have I missed? Wing is done. Nice little slotty fit. One wing looks a bit lower than the other. There we go. Marvellous. There we go. They both have their wings on. Next up, we'll stick those tails on. Use the thin stuff for this. And I've stupidly left a bit of sprue on the tail there. I don't know if you can see that. We'll sort that out in a minute. And a big mould line down the tile. We'll do that when it's dry at the end. That'll be the easiest way to get him. There we go. We'll stick the tail of the other one on. We'll try and clean that one up first. Yep, I left the same bit on. Idiot! It's got a bit of a bend in it. I don't know if you can see that. We'll fix that. Can I clean you up now? Is that bit done? What's next? Top tails. So how do these attach? Just slot on. Is that backwards? Yes. We've got a little bit of a slope on that wing, but I don't think anyone's ever going to see that. They'll never know. Right, turrets. One should probably be straight. And one should probably be at an angle. I'll put a different glue in there. More angle. Oh. Welcome to the clothes show. This week, David Bowie buys a new jacket for his hamster. Right said Fred changed the colour of their shirts finally, and Prince dresses up as a guitar. Right, the rear turrets now. We are going to have las cannon turrets. Oh, I see. There wasn't a choice. We have to have both. Oh, my back. What happened to that nub? Did I ever use that nub in the end? Four little windows. How many hard points have these got? 8! That's going to use up everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they can have 2 bombs and 2 rockets each. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're going to use a lot. Right, here's the worrying bit. Snipped, 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 snipped. That was the part I was most fearful of. Let's get these bolters off. There was something I wanted to tidy up at the end, wasn't there? I can't remember what it was. I think that's all my bits. Cool, we are close. Give it a little stroke along the shaft. Try not to cause any damage. Safe. Stroke the shaft. Safe. Stroke the shaft, gently prevent the damage, damage prevented. Should be another one, there it is. Okay, gently stroke the shaft, done. Four little las cannon turrets. Here we go. Let's stick these las cannons together to the same side there. Another one. Another one. And another one. I've just got to stick these windows on. Marvellous. These ones go together easier. Have I spoken too soon? Get up there! You really didn't want to get in there, did you? Here we go. 4 little turrets all done. So where do these last turrets go? They go in the nose. The las cannons go in the nose. want these looking straight because they look stupid if they're bent. There we go. Bit of fluff hanging off him. Marvellous. The other las cannon and the other one. There we go, stick that in the hole. Jam it in. Nice and straight. There we go. And now the rear enders. There we go. Next up is the bomb squad. What was that from? Bomb squad. Have you got to load it up as bombs or missiles? Does it have to be either or can you have a mix? Let's consult the manual. Marauder bomber. Pair of wing bombs. 4 pairs is 8. Okay. So you don't even need to take anything on the wings. Okay. Okay, they're bigger, those wing bombs than the other ones. Big bombs on the Orc. Dinner is served. You are a lucky man. Let's do a pair of each. Are they all the same? All them bombs are the same, aren't they? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there a 6th bomb somewhere? Oh, there's 8 bombs. Three, 4, 6, 7, 8 health strikes as well. And we have a total of 16 hard points on the plane, so that is everything accounted for. sprue is empty. That went in the bin. Marvellous. Right, now we have to clean up all these parts. Is that the sprue on the bottom? There we go. Right, let's stick these bombs and missiles on. Okay, so they get 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs, 2 pairs each of those, 2 pairs each of those, 2 pairs each of those, and 2 pairs each of those, and put the bombs on the inside. Soften these holes up. One. Two. Over to the other side. Three. Oh my god, these are awkward. Four bombs. Let's put the 4 bombs on the other one. Soften up the holes. Here we go. All the bombs. the fiddliness. You can tell it's fiddly because I'm completely silent. There we go. Just wick a bit in there. There we go. There's something else I wanted to tidy up. It was that bit, wasn't it? There we go. Check for straightness. That's as straight as we're going to get. Check for straightness. About as straight as we're going to get. Right, let's stick them on their sticks. We need a couple of the old bases. Stick goes in. Stick goes in. There we go, there's one built. I'll try and show the camera. You can see on that camera, maybe this camera, or perhaps this one. That is it. They are finished. Hello Rob, that's absolutely no problem. It was a long time ago we painted that. It was like September time, wasn't it? But copying, yeah, that's absolutely fine. You must show us a picture of it. We need to see what it looks like. But yeah, we're going to paint these planes this week, hopefully. But I'm now about to stop the stream, have something to eat, and then I'm going to come back and build the Orc Hacker Jets. So I'm going to say goodbye, and we'll see you all in a little while.